Welcome to another episode of the Cheap Champ Podcast. It is your host, I, Mr. Cheap Not Broke, Malcolm Hall. Also, Mr. Cheap Not, also Mr. Cheap Champ Podcast, Malcolm Hall. Got my brands confused. How's everybody going? Hope you're having a good week. Let's get into it. Where is your business revenue going? And the reason why I picked this topic, because you have people out there with real businesses that don't have a business bank account. What the hell are you doing? How are you supposed to separate your personal revenue from your business revenue? That gets kind of convoluted. And not to mention, if you don't have a business account, then you're not considered a business at all. Secondly, if you don't pay taxes, you're really not considered a business. So I'm just saying, where's your business revenue going? Not only that, are you making any money? Because sometimes, we spend so much money, we make a little bit, spend a little bit. You're not really making anything. You spent $1,000 last month, right? And you only made eight. You're two in the hole. You didn't make anything. It feels good because you did make $800 technically, but you netted negative 200. You spent 1,000, you brought in 800. You're too short. So just because you're making money doesn't mean you're bringing in any revenue. I'm just paying bills right now. I am not making any revenue in my business. I can't even pay myself $50 a week. That's my fault because I need to do a better job of marketing, promoting my business, and talking about my business. So it's like, well, hey, if I'm serious about making this money, I got to do a little better. Not even just, trying to make money, but get revenue because I can spend 100, make 100, I'm at zero. Making revenue would be me spending 100 and making 500, keeping some money. That's the goal. And a lot of times we're trying to make profits is when you have money left over. Just making revenue is when you have money. I'm not sure I should know, but whatever. There's a difference between making money and having profits. Making money, you just got money coming to the bank account, but you're negative. There's a lot of poor people in America who make money. Everybody makes money. People don't keep their money. That's the problem. People aren't organized with their money. That's the second problem. So, where's your business revenue going? And I would say if you're not good with your personal revenue, your personal expenses, I don't know how it's going to work out with your business. It's going to be kind of difficult. I, for me personally, I have a business bank account, business savings account. So all my business affairs go over there. Then I have my lifestyle brand. Money goes over there. I have a separate account for that. So I can track everything and account for everything versus having all that stuff in one account because it's hard. Your accountant would never, it would take them a long time to figure him or her to figure that out. And they're going to charge you some extra money because it's going to take them more time because you're probably paying by hour or if you're not paying by the month. So they'll charge you extra. So don't just think you can just come in a bunch of crap to your accountant and they're going to do it all for one flat fee. Not happening. So make life easier on yourself, make life easier on them, and account for your business revenue. Like it's okay to be negative for the month, but figure out why. But if you don't have the numbers, you can't do that. You got to know how much you're spending every month in bills. Have that in the account, put on a spreadsheet. So if you hire some help, they can help you out. Because eventually, if you're really running a business, you're going to have to hire some help. Otherwise, you can't really say you're running a business by yourself. You know, you have, well, I take that back. You are running a business by yourself. But in order to really have a company, you got to have employees. Otherwise, you're a sole proprietor. Person working by themselves is a sole prop. Person that has employees is a business. Technically, yes, you're still a business, but we all want to get to the point where we have people working for us. We don't want to do all the work. That's crap. I don't care who you are. You don't want to do all the work. Even if you run a bakery, you don't want to bake every damn cake because you can't. How are you going to expand? How are you going to ever promote the cakes? You can't do that. So at some point, you want to get some help, which is going to require revenue. But before we get to all that, you got to know where the money's going because you might be able to get some help to pay you, but we talked about it in the past episode. The thing is tracking this money because as a business owner, I know me personally, you see something that's going to improve the business, I'm going to go get it right now. I'm going to spend it. I'm now at the point where I'll sit down and say, okay, is this gonna turn a profit for me? Am I gonna get something out of this later on? Does this make sense in 6 months? Because right, I had to pay for this service I'm using to do the podcast, $25 a month. It's for StreamYard, great program. I can use it for my podcast. I can use it to go live on my webinars, and I can use it to for my YouTube channel when I talk to my fans. So I can use it for three different ways. So that's one cost that's split across three platforms. If you do have a business cost, like, okay, how can this really benefit you? Is it benefiting you? Because otherwise you're like, dang, man, I'm spending all this money to make it happen and you're not making any money. I was listening to a podcast yesterday. A guy was like, if you're not spending any money, you're not going to make any money. And the fact that you don't spend money on the business shows you don't believe in it. You can't make $100,000 off of $5. Impossible. There's nothing you can buy for $5 that's gonna make 100,000. Nothing. You're gonna have to go buy something else and buy something else. Then get to 100,000. $1 won't turn into 100,000. Can't do it. What can you buy for $1? It's gonna be 100,000. If it happens, okay. If it does happen, great. That's a once in a lifetime thing. Everybody in America, everybody in the world ain't doing that. So it takes money to make money, and you got to track it. You got to account for it. Where is your business revenue going? Like, are you really going through the bills every month? And because I know it kind of sucks. It's hard. It's hard. You got to deal with, damn, I'm spending all this money. Nothing's coming in. I'm spending money on StreamYard. I'm spending money on Wix. I'm spending money on, I have to pay for marketing services, and it's still not enough. Still not enough. But if I wasn't organized with my money, I didn't have these business bank accounts, I wouldn't know where the hell it's going. I was just like, oh, I just need to spend some more money today. And that's what you would do. Get organized with your business money. Separate your business from your personal revenue. You have to. If you want to be serious about this thing, if you really want to run a business, if you want to go get some grants and you want to go get a loan or whatever you want to do, you got to separate the expenses because you're going to have to go to the bank at some point with a business. This is the way it goes. You got to go to a bank for a house. You're going to have to go to the bank with a business. I mean, not necessary for a loan, but at some point as a business owner, you're going to be sitting in somebody's bank. And if you don't have everything organized, it's not going to work. Like even if you, and another thing is about all this stuff, all these expenses. I know people like to cut taxes and they don't want to pay taxes on anything. Great. Here's the thing. I'm telling you this personal as an accountant, when you go to get something from the bank, all those tax breaks reduce your revenue. So when your revenue is reduced, what does that show? You're not making any money. So when you don't make money, you don't qualify for stuff. So be careful with not wanting to pay taxes on certain things. In a sense, yes, you don't want to pay taxes. Right. Well, the wealthy people don't pay taxes. They have a lot of revenue to show for it, though. There has to be an equal balance. You can't be paying no taxes and not have any revenue. You're just broke even. You're just broke. Like, okay, well, I keep reducing my revenue down to $30. Okay, well, 30,000, great. You don't qualify for a lot with 30,000. So sometimes you got to pay the taxes. It is what it is. But in order to do that, you got to have that money separated. So go to your bank account, get your DBA. I mean, go to your business, go to a bank. I would suggest a credit union or a big bank, depending on how much money you need. If you're starting out small, go to a credit union. It's cheaper. Go there, get a business account, get a debit card, and start tracking your expenses. Keep your statements somewhere or online. So when you go to the bank, you can download them. They say, hey, we need 2 years of bank statements. All right, cool. I can go download that. No problem. Bank can get that for you. Just make everything easy and organized. Because right now I'm working on getting some grants. I need some grant money. Like, I need some grants. I need grants because I'm trying to help kids, help other people with financial literacy because credit is tough. People are getting kicked out their places, all that stuff. So I need some money for my business. I'm sure you need some for yours. But if you don't have a business bank account, if you get audited, it's going to be tough to prove it because it's like, well, how do we know you didn't spend all this money on yourself and your family, like going on vacation? Business account, I can boom, 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 boom. This was for this. This was for this. This was for this. Everything that is in this account is related to my business expense. It's tied to it. It has the business name on it. So there is no question. It's easy to figure out. Track your business revenue. I mean, you can even get on Excel or Google Docs. Something easy. Just your reoccurring bills, the things that you have to pay every month. I would suggest go in there and see how much you're spending every month. Now you know you need to make that much money to be broke. So I need to make $120 a month to be at zero. So every month I make 120, just zero. Otherwise, if I don't make 120, I'm in the hole. And that hole does what? Gets bigger. So, hey, like I say, we're all listening together. Next week I'll have another guest. So I kind of like this thing. I like coming. If you like this, if you like me coming on here every week talking about myself, drop a like, hit that like button, drop a comment, say, hey, keep going. And I'll keep doing it. I'm working on, trying to get a guest every week. So when I get guests every week, I probably won't be doing this as much. Unless, people like it, then I'll add another day and we'll drop 2 episodes a week. But until then, if you like what I'm doing, do that. Also, I keep talking about my business. Please go to stressmoneyless.com. Check it out. See if you need any help over there. You'll be talking to me. If not, I have courses. So there's courses over there. There's webinars, everything you need. Go to stressmoneyless.com. See what we got going on over there. It's a lot of good things. All right. Credit's a tough thing to understand. We break it down for you. We help you understand how to read your credit report. Because if you can't read your credit report, you're screwed. That means anybody can tell you anything. Then you can know, well, hey, if you want to dispute it, do it yourself, or go pay somebody. We can help you figure out which is going to be the best way. If you need a budget, you want to go through with your business or your personal, we can go through your business budget. It doesn't have to be personal. We just go through and we say, hey, are you negative or positive? See what we can cut back. See if you need to make some more money. Some people don't, they need help doing that. That's what we do at stressmoneyless.com. Cheap, not broke. Hey, grab a t-shirt. We appreciate it. Check out my YouTube page, cheapnotbroke.com. I show on it's travel season, so I'm doing a lot of videos on travel, how to travel efficiently, how to get cheaper tickets, how to find good hotels, where you can go do different things while you're traveling, and also while you're at home, just how you can eat efficiently. Because things get tight sometimes. So sometimes you got to learn how to live a little leaner, and that's what Cheap Not Broke is about: living an efficient lifestyle for you. If you got 100,000, that's great. You're not a billionaire. You can't do everything. You still got to pay your taxes. So check out Cheap Not Broke. Learn how to live a cheaper, efficient lifestyle. Cheap, fun life. Because everything that's cheap doesn't have to be, you know, less than. Cheap is quantity, not quality. People always like to think about cheap as a quality word. Cheap is a quantity word. Me. How much is it? Not how bad is it? I appreciate everybody tuning in this week. This has been another episode of the Cheap Champ. Next week we'll be back. I will be back with another guest. Hopefully I will be on the road soon. So next couple weeks I'll have some New York episodes, and then I'm hopefully to do one from New Orleans. So we're gonna have a good time. And until then, stay safe, take care, and remember, get that business bank account, separate that money, make it easy on yourself, and get that grant.